Hello and welcome to Budget Model Railways video. Something a bit different, not the loft this week. I've been building something else. Please excuse the background noise. I've got builders next door, so power tools and 3D printers behind me. I'm back in my little study area at the moment. It's a couple of days I haven't been able to get up in the loft for various reasons, and I thought I'd see if I could quickly build a little shunting layout just to live down here. And this is really back in Budget Model Railways territory. This is one of those cantilever self-supporting shelves. This cost me nothing. Some friends were doing a house out, they were throwing this out. Also they were throwing out a sheet of roofing felt, so this didn't cost me anything. A very kind member, and Douglas will put his name on the screen, donated us some track and points, so that didn't cost me anything. And what I've tried to do is, this has literally been since Monday, so like 4 days of spare time, using bits that I've got. And what changed it, I was going to build a little country layout, and then I found this wonderful fence by Scale Model Scenery, and it just completely changed my mind, and I've done a little town scene. So these buildings, there's a very tatty, super quick school there to do up, a couple of Metcalfe buildings. These, they've been in the loft for ages, they cost me a few quid. So this layout's basically taken me no time and cost me very little money. The buildings are any scale model ones that I'd already painted up, and I just love them. They make a change in a town station. The other thing I like about this is knowing a little bit about railways kind of suggests things. So a town station's always a busier passenger. Some of the country stations we love building would actually be very quiet. But if you've got a town, you've got people coming into the town and people going out to a bigger town. So it gives you a more intensive passenger working. So to help that, I've got a bay platform there. So I can hold a train in the bay. And the lines that tended to survive through early BR green and even into BR blue were lines that had commercial reasons, sometimes even for just a couple of wagons a day. So I've got a agricultural merchants here, and that came from a harbour layout. I've got a coal merchants, and I've got a mail order factory and warehouse. All rail served, all providing, and that's going to have a little oil tank there. So a couple of these buildings, this was one of the cheap, funny little Hornby ones, but I've repainted it. I made my own coal stays. Now this has got a bit of history. This was the station building on Greenhill Halt, the first layout we built. So I've added a window and a brick base, and that's going to sit in there. Even the brick wall here I had ready-made, sitting in my box of bits. So basically what I've done is found I've got a free baseboard and some ballast mat, some free track, grabbed all the buildings I could, even the back scene was sitting around in a box, grabbed everything I can. Now I know it wants some work, but that's 4 days. And it means I can do a really intensive operating timetable out of it, just using short locos. I have made a slightly longer head shunt than I need, so I can get a few bigger locos in. But there we go. It'll take me about a week by the time it's done. Got loads of operating potential. Great fun, just throwing it together from bits I already had. The back scene is hardboard that came out of a wardrobe I broke up. So it's literally cost me, well, I've actually spent no money. I've actually spent no money to make it. Okay, they're bits I bought once before, but I've not actually had to buy anything. And even then, it's cost me very little money to make. So we're really in Budget Model Railways territory here. And it's going to have a great look. I might not put a back scene that in, because the idea is, you see this a lot in Continental Modeler, the trains run in through the buildings, so I almost don't need a back scene. There we go, give you a shot. So there we go. Quick, simple, cheap project. And I'm quite pleased with it so far. So hopefully next week I might even better show some trains running. I have to say, this particular Pico back scene is really good. I know I've used it a lot, but it does work well. The fence here, I've done a little trick I learned, which is to put a bit of cardboard behind it so it stands proud of the back scene to give you a slight 3D effect. And those any scale models buildings are just great. I just like the real rundown look of it. Instead of a nice neat white picket fence, we've got corrugated cardboard fencing, corrugated metal fencing on the station. It's a busy but run-down station. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that for what is about 4 days work. Just throwing it together from bits. And real back in Budget Model Railways. My little 040s will be great on there. So there we go. thank you as always for watching and subscribing, and we'll do a little update on this. And the loft's still ongoing, it's not forgotten about. I've done some work up there, but this was just a quickie to show it can be done. So there we go. Thank you for watching, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Hi, thanks for watching the video and for the nice comments. Click on the left for a previous video in this series, click on the right for another video you might enjoy, and please don't forget to click to subscribe, like, comment, etc. Thanks again.